It is absurd that the Chief Justice and that the justices that went with him said that it is okay for the child of a communist Chinese individual coming over here could come here pregnant and have a child a day after coming to the United States, and that person's a citizen. But somehow, if you were born overseas and you spent your whole life here as a patriot fighting in the military, and you can't be president because you weren't born on American soil, like we have things so upside down to suggest that that's the right policy, much less the law. The 14th Amendment does not say that. The 14th Amendment was put in place specifically to deal with slavery. Everybody with a brain knows that.
You know, I think this is, of course, a very large sigh of relief for people across the country. On the second hand, the fact that there are sitting justices that voted to compromise birthright citizenship is extremely alarming and tremendously concerning that this was even, I think, got to the level that it did. I'm of course glad that the Supreme Court voted to respect and uphold the Constitution of the United States, but I don't think it should have been. I don't even think it should have gotten to this point. I don't think it should have been the narrow ruling that it was.
My fellow Americans, because that's what we are, and that's what the Supreme Court upheld this morning. The notion that goes back more than 100 years, and the Constitution couldn't say it more clearly. If you are born in the United States, you are a citizen. Period.
I think for far too long, America has been a welcoming country. We want people to come here the right way. We want people who come here and who are born here to have the same rights as every other U.S. citizen. But this system has been abused by countries. I don't think our founding fathers had that in mind when they wrote this provision in the U.S. Constitution.
It doesn't matter what you think the founding fathers had in mind when they wrote this provision. All that matters is what they wrote, right? When we talk about what we think they meant when it comes to the Second Amendment, you always point to the text and you say, this is what they wrote. Well, right back at you. It doesn't matter what you think they meant with the 14th Amendment. What they wrote was all persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens. All persons. If you don't like that, get a constitutional amendment together and see if you can change the Constitution. You're going to need 2/3 of the House, 2/3 of the Senate, the President's signature, which you will undoubtedly get on a bill such as this, and then 38 states to ratify it. Good luck.